Hello, welcome back to Pokemon Sword. Don't know why I said it like that. I got Joe with me again, and as promised, we are going to run off into the wild area because we got our asses handed to us in the previous episode, quite badly.
I forgot what those beams do.
Those are
like rocks.
Those are the max raid dens.
Oh yeah, it was the dens, wasn't it?
Yes. So we are going to level up our Pokemon a little bit this episode.
Can we level them up in the dens?
You can, but there's only one Pokemon in there.
Oh.
And they can take, like, ages to get through. God, this thing's only
I
level
remember
10.
them being, like, events, but I couldn't remember exactly what happens in those.
No, it's nothing interesting.
There's just a lot of them.
Yeah. And you can catch, like, Dynamax and also Gigantamax form things.
Yeah, whoa.
Because we used a water-type move on it.
Oh.
But it's only level 10, so we're going to get piss all from this.
How do we find better ones?
I'm going to run around for a bit and look for better ones.
How do we know which ones are the better ones, though? Oh.
We'll know when we find them.
So we can't, like, go to a place that's guaranteed to have good ones?
I know somewhere... Actually, I mean, you weren't here for the episode, but around the ghost tower over there, that had some decent-ish ones, because I tried to catch a Drifloon and it exploded in our face twice, and they were all about level 26 to 30, so those should be fairly decent. It's currently snowing.
Hooray!
No.
This climate is messed up.
I know, it was literally raining over there, and we've moved 50 feet this way, and it's pissing it down with snow instead.
Wow, it really is Britain.
I think this one's going to be quite a high level. Yeah,
Is that
but
wearing, like, a hockey mask?
it's meant to be looking like that, yeah. It's made out of ice, though. It's a Glalie, which is level 40, Jesus.
Oh, it's hailing, it's not even snowing. We're being pelted with ice.
Yeah, the hail is the field condition from the overworld.
But, like, it's not like, oh, it's nice and snowy. It's like, ah, ooh, ah.
I did get royally hailed on the other day. It wasn't very fun.
Nah.
Because I was walking to the bus stop without my umbrella, and suddenly the heavens opened for about 30 seconds, and just super heavy hail started coming down from the sky.
Fun.
With no warning, because it was clear beforehand, then all of a sudden, oh, here's this horrible stones from the sky.
We're about to die.
I know. It was not fun. I'm going to swap into Spud, because it will resist most things.
Good job, Spud.
Yeah, so we are just going to be here for a while, unfortunately.
I feel like I should have higher energy for this because...
Oh, fuck are you?
Earlier on I had an espresso, so I feel like I should be more high energy. But I think I might be caffeine crashing too early.
Wow.
Caffeine crashes. That should be my band name.
Caffeine crashes.
Yeah.
Wow. For fuck's sake, man. We just... frozen.
Let it go.
This is... shit. Why did I run into this creature? We could run away.
We get beat at the end of the previous one and the beginning of the next one.
I know. It's YouTubers, in a nutshell, just playing Pokemon and not paying attention.
Well, it's just, in a nutshell, trying to play a game on camera and everything goes wrong.
I mean, it's a lot of people think, oh, how did they miss this? How have they not done this? There is so much stuff which we've got to keep track of. Like, we've got to keep an eye on the actual recording to make sure that's still working. We've got to keep an eye on the microphone levels to make sure those are okay. We've also got to play the actual game whilst just basically non-stop talking and having a constant stream of bullshit coming out of our mouth. There's a lot to keep track of.
Because like when you're at home, you don't realise just how long you're playing for and how silent you're being that entire time.
No, and I'm conscious of position to the microphone as well, and where my stream of consciousness is going. There's a lot you have to consider, and it's not easy. It's not
funny
easy
because I'm not even the one playing, but
you're still struggling.
My commentary still isn't like a trailblazer of a. I don't even know where. Like my brain is
See what I mean?
down.
See what I mean? Lovely YouTube audience of 2 people watching this. No, there's probably a few more than that. Hopefully we resist this. I'm gonna have a...
I hope the audience brought lots of ibuprofen.
Gonna take a zesty drink.
Yum yum.
Oh, I didn't do anything.
But its accuracy fell.
Wow. Well, if its accuracy fell, maybe this move will miss. Which it's gonna hit us with. And we can knock this fucker out.
It's just too bad we didn't use something like Spark, so it like got like...
Yeah, we actually avoided it! Fabulous!
Hey! Oh my god. Can we catch it?
We can try.
Because
You can't... Oh, we need to beat the gym to be able to catch Pokemon that are higher than level 30.
okay.
We can't catch it. Shit. Well, hopefully this attack misses. Spark isn't gonna do much to it, but we can try.
I thought it might paralyze it, that's what I was thinking.
Oh, we can try.
And also it doesn't need much for it to...
Yes, we dodged it again!
It doesn't need much for it to actually do anything, because it's going to kill it anyway.
Yes, we took it down. That was 2 lucky misses in a row. Jesus.
I guess that's
Holy
also,
shit.
That's also the thing about Let's Plays. Not only do we have the worst luck, we also have the best luck at times.
Yes. It's like, the streamer luck, which you get, it does come up every now and again. Thankfully, I've never had to do a stream yet. I imagine that me being a stream would really push my capabilities of doing voiceovers. I may do it someday, who knows.
Speaking of being a streamer, I might need to quickly nip off to...
What?
do a certain type of stream.
Jesus.
If you know what I mean. I do need to get past you, though.
That's fine, we'll swap places for a second. Hang on. Oh shit, this is going to be awkward.
Just sounds like the entire house is falling down.
The sky is falling. It's fine, I can carry on without you for a bit.
I'm not going to be going for that one.
I don't know, it depends if it's coming out of one end or both. So we're just going to casually carry on here in the wild area, and let's go beat up some ghosts, shall we? I think that sounds like a decent plan. So yeah, it's been a while since we've played, actually, since we played last. It's been a good week or 2, actually, since we got back to doing this at the moment. And I have completely forgotten how underleveled we were, which is a little bit awkward, really. Somewhat embarrassing. I thought that, we might be okay, but we did barely scrape through the water gym by the skin of our teeth in the previous few episodes in the last session when we did a recording, so it's just kind of goes to show how much more work needs to be put in at the moment, unfortunately, but we are, we're getting there slowly. My voice just cracked, excuse me. We can probably catch this Duskull, actually. Do I want to... I'll swap into Pumpkaboo because it's a ghost type. Ghost is super effective against Ghost Throw, isn't it? I think it is. Yeah, this might actually be a bad idea, but Nightshade can only do a set amount of damage. Yeah, Nightshade does damage respective to the level of the user, doesn't it? So, because it's level 26, it will only do 26 damage. I think that's how it goes, anyway. It's been a while since I've played Pokemon of any kind. We took a massive break after we did Pokemon Ruby. We went off and did Spectrobes for a while, didn't we? Which is another series which we need to get back to eventually. I do bloody love Spectrobes, but the footage which we had, which we hadn't yet edited, and the save state which we had was all on Joe's previous D drive on his laptop, which shat the bed. So we actually we'll need to replay the entire game to get up to where we were in that series, annoyingly. But I'm sure we'll do it at some point. Just because, I want to get back to it. I bloody love Spectrobes. It's such a fun game. I really do quite enjoy it. It's one of my favourites. It really is. I mean, it's a shame that the series didn't quite do so well. It's unfortunate, but I know it has its fans, myself included, and maybe you as well. So if you want to see us do more Spectrobes again at some point, feel free to comment down below. I do read all the comments in the video. Joe has just walked back into the room with some biscuits. You know what? I think I might have one. but I won't have one until that we've finished because I don't want to eat into the microphone because it will sound gross. Now I need to get back out of the way again. So I'm going to
get out of the way.
Move back over here. So thanks, Joe. Ugh. And we are back in the room.
Oh, the corner fell off this one.
Ah.
Don't drop it.
It's fine, I'll just put them there out the way.
In the way of your vision.
It's fine, I'll put them there.
It's your vision.
I need to go back to the opticians, actually. I'm speaking on that. I got a text on my phone the other day saying, your appointment is still available, you can book it. And I probably should, because last time I went into the opticians, I was meaning to have a hearing test done at the same time, and I said, I'd like both, and then they forgot that I wanted the other one, and we didn't do it. So it's kind of like, I should go back and have that sorted at some point, because I do know I'm slightly deaf in one ear.
Fair enough. Which ear?
My left.
So I need to speak up in the side, I guess.
No, I can hear you fine.
Oh.
You're loud enough as it is. But... No, I do. I have reduced hearing in both ears, but more so in my left than my right. Too many concerts and things, as one might imagine. And playing music too loud.
You can still go to those things and have, like, stuff in your ears that makes it slightly less...
loud? Yeah,
damaging.
I have, and I have done that, but I've been to quite a few where I haven't done that.
Oh.
Like, when... we went to the Sisters of Mercy gig, for example, which was sadly kind of underwhelming and a bit crap, I'll be honest. I mean, it was fine. I like Sisters of Mercy, but also it was just kind of a bit...
Yeah, I've never been to a concert because I'm a filthy casual. I
wore proper ear protection for that one, but 6 months prior to that, when I went to go see Blondie and Sting and a few other people... at a massive music festival, I didn't, but we were also like a good 50 feet away from the stage, so it wasn't as necessary compared to, like, I don't know, we went to go see the Chameleons and a few other people while we were in the rafters, but super close to the speakers and things, and I didn't wear any at all.
Nah.
But arguably that made it better because they are fucking phenomenal, mate.
Yeah, but you want to be able to hear them in the future.
Yeah, true.
I feel like I'm really far from this mic.
Yeah, I can move it a bit over.
I think I was just sat a bit further away.
I also did move it more towards me when you stepped out of the room.
How dare you?
Well, you weren't here. You weren't here. I'm going to pick up some potions, which I meant to do at the start of the episode, but didn't.
You just got to get good at talking to the side.
I am plenty good at talking into mics, thank you very much.
No, I said to the side.
Take it back now, y'all.
One hop this time.
Bah.
No hop.
No. Just remembered he existed again. Shit. I didn't find Hal as annoying in Gen 7 as I find Hop.
Who in Gen 7?
Hal, your rival in Gen 7, who's like Hop for that game.
Is that the newer one?
No, it's the one previous to this. This is Gen 8.
I can't remember which gen is which. Which game are you on about?
Sun and Moon. We literally had this conversation 20 minutes ago.
You didn't have a conversation about who was the, like, villain, or... Was it villain or...
Rival.
Rival, yeah.
But I told you which one Gen 7 was. 20 minutes ago.
Yeah?
Fucking hell.
20 minutes ago.
God, your attention span's worse than Jess.
I've had a piss and some custard creams and stuff.
Your attention span's worse than my wife.
Well, you don't remember everything either.
Most things.
Because I've said things before and then...
Yeah, but I deliberately choose not to pay attention to you.
I'm bad with maths, alright? I don't know numbers.
You can't remember the difference between 7, 8 and 9.
Well, I couldn't remember which one this was.
Gen 8.
Well, I said Pokemon Diamond and Sapphire, didn't I?
No, you said Ruby and Diamonds.
Oh,
you got
God,
one of them right.
I got it just about as wrong and right at the same time as I did last time.
Yes, well done. 10 points.
I get half a point. We're still flying half a ship.
See, if half of your brain wasn't dedicated to memes and TikTok, you might actually be competent.
You're saying that your brain isn't, like, full of references.
It's got more than just references in, though, unlike you.
Mine has more than just references.
Really?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Go.
References are just easy to make when there's nothing else. When the Windows screensaver is happening in my mind.
Which one?
It's very poetic, actually. Like, the pipes.
That's a good one. The pipe one is a good one.
Yeah. Although sometimes it might be the maze.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Because I am lost at times.
I forgot about that one. Jeez.
The like 3D maze.
Yeah, like the first-person-y one.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Kind of looks like Doom.
Do you remember the fish one as well?
Yes.
Yeah, that one was cool.
Although I
forgot
actually
about
just
the maze
had
one.
fish at one point, and I was kind of like, oh well, these fish are better. Why do I not have these fish?
A lot of fish.
In fact, like we had, you know, like a sort of sucker fish on the sort of side that, like, you
Like
know,
the catfish things.
yeah. It basically killed off the rest of them. I don't know what its deal was, but we basically just then decided, like, yeah, we're just gonna leave it on its own for a while.
Did you not get a friend for it of the same type?
No, because it probably would have killed that as well.
Jeez.
And then we just got rid of the fish entirely.
You know that the fish place, which I imagine you probably got it from, which is the one that's on the way into
Yeah.
town, which we both went to, is turned into a swingers bar now.
Oh.
It used to be an aquarium and pet store. It's now turned into a swingers bar, which is something.
From swimmers to swingers.
Hey,
That could be a title.
could be. They used to have a moray eel in there, which I always thought was cool.
Is there any eel-type Pokemon?
Yes, there is.
Because like, I know that there's like ones that are sort of like sea serpent type
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
But I didn't know if there was an actual eel type.
There probably is, and I'm pretty sure there is, and I'm just blanking on the name of it right now. Leave it in the comments which one I'm probably
Yeah.
thinking of.
Who's that Pokemon? Da-da-da. Has it got one pupil in there that's like shared between
Yeah,
the holes?
yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Because its evolution has only got one eye as well. Dusclops. So,
Ah. Does Clops mean something in like Greek or whatever? Is it Greek?
yeah,
It's like Cyclops.
I think it just
Oh,
means one eye.
Yeah, like cycle and then like ops, like optic or something.
Yeah, it probably just means one eye.
Unicycle.
That's a bit different, but sure.
A Cyclops riding a unicycle
Have you ever ridden a
with a
unicycle?
monobrow.
Have you ever ridden a unicycle?
No, why would I have ridden a unicycle?
I don't know. Banter.
I've never ridden a Segway either.
At least if you did, you probably wouldn't back it off of a
No.
cliff.
What's the one where it's like a huge wheel at the front and then a small one at the back?
That's a penny farthing.
That's it.
The Victorian bike.
Yeah. With a really unnecessary large wheel at the front.
I don't know why it has that. I really don't.
I've always wanted to try those things that Squidward had, you know, like those sort of laying back bicycles. That you can,
Oh.
like, lie back in it and just... I feel like you
Do
would
they
get run
actually-
over pretty badly, though. I'm pretty sure they exist. I'm pretty sure that was based off of something.
Right.
I have seen people that have been on bikes, like, during races, and I'm pretty sure that it's banned anyway, but, like, they basically get up on the bike and then like, lay down forwards on it to, like, get more streamlined.
I imagine that is probably banned, yeah.
Yeah. But I have seen it happen. And I'm like, I would not have the confidence to do that. Because, like, once you're on like that, then you have to get back up and somehow get back on it without falling off.
I've only ever ridden on the back of motorbikes. I've never actually driven one myself.
I've never been on a motorbike.
Ex of mine used to be a motorbiker.
Yeah.
And
I feel like even if I was dating someone who rode a motorbike, I might still be a bit anxious.
Oh, you know, sometimes it was just nice to go for a ride, as it were, on the bike and on him. But I digress.
As long as you didn't get loads of bugs in your face.
Well, that's what the helmet's for.
Yeah. Which one? Oh, that slipped out.
So did he. Oh no, this is going into best of montage.
Driftly used swallow as well.
Shut the fuck up. Oh, this is going into best of montage, I know that.
Oh, at least the Drifloon's getting hurt by the weather effect. How close are we to gaining the level?
Absolutely not at all.
Oh.
We're going to be here for a while. But that's fine. How long have
Not
we...
multiple episodes, right?
No.
Okay.
When did we start? No, well, we have been going for about 15, 20 minutes already, but this one can go on for a bit. It's fine. We're just nattering away.
I had laughed enough that my glasses are fogged up.
I love it when that happens. I love it when that happens.
I can't see. I need my eyes.
Your special eyes. Right, I can try and catch this Drifloon now, which we couldn't get like 6 episodes ago. Hooray! Zombinis!
Houdini!
Yippee!
That was actually a really good version of that.
I'm surprised my voice can get that high.
That's why I was saying, like, it was fairly accurate for like your vocal range.
I have a surprisingly decent vocal range. I'm
Yeah.
just surprised I can go that high. Because, you know, normally it's round about here, and sure, I can drop it to be round about here where I would talk
Yeah.
if I'm really tired, but...
But, like, your range isn't usually, like, in a squeaky kind of...
No, although I have had some vocal training and vocal therapy, of course, because, you know, transition things and all that.
Yeah.
So I've got a bit more range than I used to have, but, you know, it just kind of goes up and down all over the place, as I just demonstrated quite badly. Come on.
But I always feel like it's good to have, like, a somewhat medium kind of range for things, because if you're too high-pitched, even if you're trying to be quiet, you sound loud, you know?
I know what you mean.
Because, like, higher-pitched stuff seems to...
It's a bit more piercing.
It seems to somehow be louder, no matter, like, if it is actually a lower volume. It's weird.
Yeah, because the lower the volume gets, the more you feel the sound than hear it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. But it's like when it's like a deeper register, you can't really. It sort of turns more into a rumble than an actual sound.
So you've got quite a deep voice.
Do I?
Yes, you do.
I have a higher voice in recording than I hear myself having.
Yeah, well, it sounds...
Because of the bass.
The voice in your head sounds different from what is actually coming out of your actual mouth, because it you know, it resonates, and
There's
because
supposed to be a thing where you can...
the vibrations that you get through your own skull and things, but it makes it sound different as of what actually comes out of your mouth. So everyone always sounds different than they think they do.
Like when I'm talking, I'm like, oh, I hear myself on like a low register, and then I hear myself on like Pepsi. Like, it's just like really drastic change.
Why does he say it like that?
I don't know.
Pepsi.
I mean, it's slightly over exaggerated, but
I know, but it's
like,
fucking funny.
Yeah. I think it's just because like he's supposed to be this like super like masculine dude, and then he's just sort of like got this really like what's the accent then? I guess it's like I forget where David Beckham like comes from. Football.
You expect me to know?
He comes from the world of football. Let's see. I almost forgot his name then. Does he even still play football?
Probably not, no.
No. Beckham. I thought he said he was born in Brooklyn. No, that's just one of his children's names.
Fair enough. Joe is Googling for the YouTube audience.
Yes. Wikipedia. The free encyclopedia.
Hashtag not sponsored, Wikipedia is shit.
Is it?
Well, I have to say that so people don't think this is a sponsored video.
Yeah. He's apparently exactly 6 foot tall.
How tall are you?
5'10".
Fair enough.
But I don't try to pretend that I'm 6 foot. I really don't care.
You're taller than me. I'm only like 5'4".
Bigger than me.
Shut up. I'm only
What was
5'4".
that, like
Caligula, yes.
Yeah. Calligraphy.
Emperor Caligula, the mad emperor of Rome, who thought it was a good idea to declare war on the sea and have his soldiers throw spears at the water, and declared himself the winner.
Yeah, because he wanted to destroy like Poseidon or something, right?
That's the one.
There's a character in Zelda in Breath of the Wild called Sidon, because it's just like Poseidon.
I thought it was. Oh, he's the shark man, isn't it?
Yeah, he's the red shark dude
that everyone ships with Link.
Yeah, like he's got like a sort of like surfer dude attitude, but he's a prince.
I've only ever seen like the artwork of what he looks like. I haven't
Yeah.
actually played Breath of the Wild to know, which is why it's like, oh yeah, he's the red shark man. That's all. How
He's just got that like overconfident sort of attitude. He's kind of like Leon in this.
Oh, I see. Fair enough.
Although, like, I kind of like Sidon a bit more than Leon.
I think most people do.
Yeah.
Whatchamacallit?
I don't know what he's called in the
mentioned-
Japanese version.
No, I have no idea. You mentioned surfer, like, dude kind of style, and I just remembered that surfing penguin movie existed.
Surf's Up.
That's the one, yeah.
Like, there was a thing that...
It was a weird movie.
You know the remake of The Lion King?
The live-action one?
It's not live action, but, like, the one that was trying to claim it was live action.
Yeah.
And they were sort of saying that, like, oh, it was live action because they, they used, like, virtual cameras that they could, like, move around as if they were filming, like, real, sort of thing. But Surf's Up was actually the first film that used that technique.
Really?
Yeah, so
And
it's would you call Surf's Up a live action
No,
film?
I call it a half documentary film because they do try that kind of angle in the film.
Yeah, it's supposed to be
And
like a mockumentary kind of thing.
I quite liked it.
Yeah.
I remember quite liking it.
But that was the thing, is that Jon Favreau was trying to say that he wanted the 2019 version of The Lion King
I'm
to be
surprised you even
a
know who the
documentary.
director's name is.
It's Jon Favreau. It's the... have you seen Iron Man?
The first one, yeah, I have.
Yeah, it's the guy who plays Happy.
Oh, okay.
But he's like one of the directors. He actually directed the first Iron Man, I think. He also did the remake of Jungle Book as well.
I haven't seen that one. I found out that Jonathan Frakes directed the awful Thunderbirds movie,
Oh,
which makes me feel complicated feelings because I love Commander Riker and I love Thunderbirds, but I hate that movie.
yeah.
I liked it when I was a kid, but kids are stupid. Good lord.
And then suddenly Jonathan Frakes comes out of nowhere and beats us up.
Now, I like a lot of the films he has directed, other than that.
Yeah.
But just, I don't know, like I said before, I'll say it again, I like the designs for the vehicles and things in the Thunderbirds film, and I like that some of them were actual big props that they built, so they did look real. So when you've got the characters climbing on the side of the mole in Thunderbird 4 and things, they're actually physically there, rather than just being CG'd in at the last minute. Which I do quite appreciate, and I, as someone who adores practical effects in movies, I love that. But the script writing is fucking terrible, and it also it has nothing to do with the source material.
I just don't really have a stake in Thunderbirds because I didn't really watch it. So.
I grew up watching it in the 90s, and I fucking love it. And this is a hill I will die on, but the film could have been so much better.
Yeah.
It just needed a couple more rewrites, and it could have been fixed and not. Because it didn't have much to do with the source material. It took certain elements from it and certain elements that it made up, and it inserted its own OCs into the film that it didn't need.
But you know what? At least it didn't have Mark Wahlberg in it.
There is also. No, it did have Bill Paxton in it, though.
Which one's that?
He played Jeff Tracy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh.
He was in Aliens, Game Over Man guy.
Oh right. Okay.
It had him in it.
Game over, guy.
That's how I know you would know who it is. Oh, he's in Twister as well.
I've not seen Twister.
Twister's a great film. It's cheesy as anything, but it's a fucking good movie.
Yeah. I have a friend that likes storms and like twisters and hurricanes and all that kind of stuff.
I have a passing interest in meteorology and stuff like that. I've watched a few videos on YouTube and things about it, and I find them interesting.
I'm partial to bad weather.
I don't know. I just like hurricanes and tornadoes and how they happen and stuff. And volcanoes and shit. I
But
find
you won't
interesting.
see me running towards one.
No, probably not.
I'm not is it a storm chaser?
That's the one. Yes.
Yeah.
We do get them over here. We do get.
Storm chaser sounds like a James Bond movie.
Well, there was Stormbreaker, which was the Alex Rider film, which was the knockoff James Bond for kids.
Was it?
Yes.
Wasn't there like a whole like series of those? Yeah.
Yeah, I read all the books. I read them out of order.
Was it played by the Malcolm in the Middle guy in the like? Wasn't there like a few like TV movie things?
No, there was the one film for that series which bombed horribly, so they never made any more, even though they were trying to set up a cinematic universe and do all of them. I've read all the books. I read them out of order when I was a kid. So I read the fifth one first.
Do they have to be in order?
Well, the books
Or
reference...
they stand alone?
No, the books reference things which happen in the previous books.
So you spoil yourself.
Kind of a little bit. I read 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1, and then I read 6.
So you read it backwards.
But then I read 6 onwards after that point. So I did somewhat read them out of order.
Yeah.
But,
it's like, why are they getting younger as they go?
well, they all take place over the course of maybe a couple of years, a couple of months. But yeah, the books do reference things which happen in previous books.
Yeah.
So
I'm
it's a
pretty
little
sure
bit
the
strange.
whole of like Ben 10 takes place over like one summer.
Really?
Yeah, because like the whole point is that like they're on like a summer vacation and they're just going around in the camper van.
I never watched a lot of it. I remember.
The guy who does the grandpa is the Colonel from Metal Gear.
Is it?
Yeah.
See, I watched the pilot episode when it came out, and then I didn't watch it again for like a couple of months, and then I just saw random episodes in isolation. I never saw all of them together.
It's a good show. And then they
I
they
liked
also,
some of the bits I saw.
They also made the like live action version of that as well, and I wasn't used to hearing the the voice of like the kid, because I was like, oh, that sounds like way too squeaky, but I didn't realise that Tara Strong was the voice of Ben 10 anyway, so like they couldn't have just gotten Tara Strong to be like in the film.
Who did play him in the film?
I think it was just an unknown kid.
I don't know if they went on to do other things. Because everyone's got to start somewhere as an actor, don't they?
Yeah. I mean, they had pretty much the look of, like, just the typical, like, Ben 10 kind of look. They even had, like, the full-on, like the black line, through, like, the white T-shirt thing.
Well, that's just the costume department.
Yeah. But it's like they didn't try and, like, make it look all, They didn't X-Men it.
Ah, okay.
Like, they didn't try to make it too different than it actually was.
Yeah, I really wish they had the costumes they had in the comics in live action, and hopefully in the upcoming live action film.
They definitely are.
Say, if the Wolverine appearance in the new Deadpool's anything to go by, then the rest of them will have the costumes as well. I just want to see a proper Cyclops outfit, okay? That's all I want.
But it's like people, obviously, there's a fatigue of, like, Marvel, like, movies
yes,
and all
very
that.
much so at the
But
moment, yeah.
they did make it so that, especially the MCU made it so that actually having, like, somewhat screen accurate costumes actually somehow worked. Because, like, before then they were like, oh yeah, let's just try and make it, all leather and, like, all kind of...
I mean, it worked for the Spider-Man one, because he looks fairly comic accurate.
Yeah.
Other than the change to his web shooters.
And the Green Goblin.
Other than that, though.
But, like... Like, even with, you know, like, the MCU Spider-Man, they had, like, the eyes that could, like, move because of, like, lenses and stuff, and, like...
But he does that in the comics.
Yeah.
His eyes do adjust in the comics.
But like, that's what I mean, though, is that they found a
way around it.
A way that it actually makes sense, because I think in the film they have it that because he is constantly getting, like, stimuli, like, going at him, that, like, helps him focus. So, like... The mask that he has on, like the way that it zooms in and stuff, it makes it so that he's not as overwhelmed, so he can focus on the task that he's doing.
See, as someone who has ADHD, I wish that was a real thing.
Yeah. It's basically just like, you know, those things, like masks that you put on like horses or whatever, so they
like blinkers.
They're like looking forward rather than. I mean, it's kind of hard for them to look completely forward. They have eyes on the side of their head, but. I saw a horse earlier today.
Wow.
In fact, I saw quite a few horses. I don't know why, like, people were deciding that was the day that they were going to...
I mean, there is a horse riding stable and stuff for kids and things to go training how to do horse riding down where you went.
Yeah, but I also went over to another place as well, and there were also horses around there, and just generally in the road.
Do you point out the cows when you go past a field of cows in it, though?
Yes.
Yeah, I do that too. You just go past and go
sheep.
cows. Yeah, just like, oh, cows, and you say hello to the cows as you pass. Like, oh, cows, hello.
Yeah.
I do that.
There was actually a sheep that was like,
what's that?
On the side of the road and nearly like ran into us.
Snoron. Yeah.
Like my mum was like literally just like. Ugh.
We nearly ran over a hedgehog the other day.
Oh yeah.
Thankfully, we didn't.
I think that was like last week, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was when we were doing the tech crew at the event which we went to, which shall not be named for the YouTube audience.
Yeah, I'm at least glad that it wasn't anything like big, like a deer or anything.
Oh, we were talking about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, given the time of night that it was like 1 in the morning, it could have been a fox or something.
Yeah. I saw a sign earlier today, and it was like, you know, a deer, you know, like look out or whatever. And I was like, oh no, there's moose around here, and I'm like, oh, it's not a moose. A moose is like bigger than the car. It's like a camel with horns.
Pretty much. Yeah, my favourite like sign that you see on the side of a road is the one for falling rocks. Like, what am I supposed to do with that information? If rocks are falling on the car, it's a bit late.
Yeah.
Like, what am I supposed to do?
Like Death Mountain from Zelda.
What are they? Oh, it's Snoron. Oh shit, I'm being attacked by a pigeon.
It's walking mountains.
Being attacked by a pigeon. Run away.
That is the... How are you not electrocuting yourself?
Magic. How am I riding up those steps? That's what I want to know.
Skills.
Right.
Very strong calves.
And big wheels.
Big rigs.
Over the steps racing. Right, I think that is going to about call it for this episode. We've done a fairly decent grind in the wild area for a bit.
Oh, that came out of nowhere.
I know. The pop-in was great. I feel fairly confident enough for us to try and take on the gym again in the next episode. So that is exactly what we are going to do. Thank you everybody so much for watching, and we'll see you sometime very soon. Like the video if you did, subscribe for more, and join us next time where we take on Kabu once again. Stay safe, and we'll see you next time. Ta-ra for now.
We'll get it this time.
We will. Maybe. Bye!